in Happy Harbor.
My fruit punch!
Yes, Amistad Irvin and Leon Wen Harper wanted to see how much potato salad would be required to overflow Lucas Carr's punch bowl.
My potato salad! Forager, you're supposed to be watching these kids.
Forager did watch Amistad Irvin and Leon Wen Harper. Amistad Irvin and Leon Wen Harper potato salad experiment seemed to be a worthwhile educational endeavor, exploring the displacement of liquids.
We're gonna need more punch, potato salad, and napkins. I'll be right back.
Lucas Carr will be back, and Forager will continue the story. Amistad Irvin approached Will Harper, pointing at Will Harper's abdomen.
You have a baby in there.
Amistad!
No, Amistad. No, baby. I've just put on a little weight.
I am so sorry. He has no filter.
I'm literally a miracle of modern science, and I still can't find a cure for my dad bod.
I think you know the cure.
I think you know you live under my roof rent-free.
Let's just blame Cadmus then, shall we?
Let's. Bowhunter 2 to Bowhunter 1. This is Bowhunter 1. What's wrong, Roy? Job not holding your interest? We were hit by 5 serious metafelons. Status? Jim and I are banged up, but fine. Oh, thank God. Did they steal the hardware? They weren't after the hardware. They were after Harlan.
Simultaneously, the Manta Flyer was soaring southeast across the United States of America. Inside, Monsieur Mala emptied what remained of Harlan Matthews into a clear pod.
What now, monkey boy? Am I supposed to know what that means?
You're supposed to know that a gorilla ain't a monkey.
Yeah. Why doesn't he get one of them thought-to-speech boxes like Brain and the Ultra-Humanite use?
Then he might have to converse with the likes of you.
I don't see you translating.
I reckon he just says something along the lines of, just add water.
Monsieur Mala opened a tank, and water poured into the pod, mixing with the desiccated remains of Harlan Matthews.
It's working.
You think? He still looks pretty dead to me.
The water and the corpse dust swirled about, swish, swish.
There, see?
Creating a consistency of gray-brown mud, or if not mud, clay.
And I reckon that gorilla grunt means, what did I tell you?
Yeah, either that or welcome aboard, Harlan Matthews, a.k.a. Matthew Hagen, a.k.a. Clayface.
Why? Why did you take me?
Wait a minute. You had Clayface working for you?
He was trying to go straight.
It's true. Ever since Robin freed him from Mad Hatter's mind control, Matt Hagen had expressed a desire to turn over a new leaf.
Wait, you knew about this?
I did, but I was helping to treat him, which made him a client, which meant I couldn't break confidence. Hagen's therapists and caseworkers at Arkham had come to believe that he was sincere, so Batman brought me in. Hagen agreed to a psychic scan, and I concurred his rehabilitation was most likely sincere.
Most likely?
Well, I can't be 100% sure, but I thought it was worth the risk. If we could get Matt away from the factors and influences that contributed to his life of crime.
Which I'm guessing make getting him out of Gotham and into a steady job at Bowhunter Security.
Exactly. And he's been a model employee ever since.
Who did Roy say abducted him?
Tuppence Terror, Brick, Monsieur Mala, Captain Boomerang, and, well...
Oh, no.
Father. Black Manta.
That's an eclectic group.
That is Task Force X, also known as Amanda Waller's Suicide Squad.
Aren't all those guys supposed to be in Belle Rev prison?
They still are. But Waller runs a covert government metahuman operation out of Belle Rev's basement, using convicted metafelons to do her bidding.
And we can assume she wants to add Clayface to her ranks.
Clayface transformed Clayface's fists into giant stone hammers and slammed them, boom, boom, against the glass of Clayface's pod. But Clayface's efforts amounted to no effort at all. The pod did not even crack.
Ah, man, I was out of Arkham, out of the game, out of the life. But you just pulled me back in!
You have Amanda Waller to thank for that.
I wouldn't bother. She never says you're welcome.
It seems she disapproved of Arkham Asylum's leniency. especially with an operative of your potential value.
So I get used again? Weren't Simon Stagg and Mad Hatter bad enough?
Those two are sweethearts compared to Waller.
She's the worst.
If you hate her so much, why work for her?
For the time being, we have no choice.
Wait a minute. Amanda Waller is releasing unrepentant metacriminals into the world? How does she control them?
That is unclear. She spoke of carrots and sticks, but refused to elaborate.
The how doesn't matter. Right now, we have to help Matt Hagen.
Agreed.
Well, the good news is we know where they're headed. Belrev in Louisiana.
The bad news is, if they succeed in getting Clayface into the prison, we have little chance of getting him out.
Why?
The United States government sponsors Waller and will not acknowledge her operation's existence.
Then we out them to the world.
We cannot. Waller knows the team's secrets and has threatened to reveal them.
Let her. I mean, I'm no fan of Clayface, but our secrets aren't worth keeping. Not at the expense of a man's freedom.
God, I love you.
God, I hate the U.S. prison system.
My point is, we agreed to have a pact of mutual non-aggression with Waller. We can't defy that. We can't even mount a covert mission of the team without prior approval from the League.
And by the time we get that, assuming we get that, Clayface will already be at Waller's mercy behind Belrev's walls.
So we have to intercept them before they get behind those walls.
But not as the team. Not in costume.
There's another solution. There's no non-aggression pact between Amanda Waller and Bowhunter Security. So if I paid you each $1, took you on as temps...
That's pretty thin.
Very thin.
Borgia, will you watch the kids?
Forager would be happy to continue watching Amistad Irvin, Leon Wynn Harper.
Then I am just fine with it.
Me too.
Me 3.
I'm in.
Seems we have a plan.
And so, minutes later, after a wardrobe shipment via Zeta Tube from Star City to Happy Harbor, Calderon, Connor Kent, Megan Morse, Artemis Crock, Raquel Irvin, and Will Harper were all dressed in Bowhunter security uniforms and climbing aboard Bowhunter Security's newest rented vehicle.
Bioship is ready. Belrev, here we come.